President Bola Tinubu recently executed a significant reshuffle within his ministerial cabinet, which motivated by the need to address performance, concerns, and optimize governance. This shakeup saw the dismissal of 5 ministers and also the appointment of 7 new ministers. This is Fact Moment. I am Patient CD, and we are going to be having this talk with Tasiu Mohammed Kampala. You're welcome to the show.
Thank you very much.
So let's go straight up to our business for the day. How do you evaluate the selection process of the ministers? Was it transparent and inclusive enough?
Well, again, I will have to be presumptuous in answering your question.
Okay.
One thing we all know is, as a sitting president, it is within his constitutional rights and responsibility to appoint ministers from each of the states of the Federation.
Okay.
If we have 37 states plus the FCT, then we know there is a minimum number of ministers. Then when it comes to evaluation of the ministers, it's supposed to be performance-based.
Okay.
And I believe the Cabinet Office have done a great job by engaging technology. Just the way they put it forward, Mr. Onanuga indicated that the office of one of the special advisors, Hadiza Bala, they employ the use of technology in evaluating the performance by getting feedback from the masses of the people.
True.
This is where my concern rises, because in a country of about 300 million people, it will be very important if the Cabinet Office will make it clear to Nigerians how many respondents they have through using that technology that Hajia Hadiza have used. Is it 200 respondents or is it 5 million? So if it's 5 million, I will believe it is too low to based on the feedback received from 5 million people, you remove ministers from 36 or more states.
Okay.
So that's my point there.
All right. Okay, so in your own opinion, are there key figures or sectors that are actually notably missing from this cabinet?
Of course, definitely. If this is a country that is subdivided into almost 6 geopolitical zones, that is politically, not talking about the constitution of 36 states. In each of these geopolitical zones, there are concerns that are pressing. Take a look at the Northeast. The insecurity is there. The Northwest, we are dealing with banditry, kidnapping, and so on. In the Southwest, the economy is tough.
True.
In the Southeast, we still have these separatist agitators calling for the state of Biafra. And with all this, a cabinet should be able to translate and transmit the policy of the government to the people or to the common man. It is not an area where you use big English, Harvard, Oxford words. It is an area where you use the best possible communication means to tell the common man, this is what the government is doing. That is one. Then in your own actions, an area that need infrastructure should witness such infrastructure. An area that need education should witness a boom in the educational sector.
True.
Have the ministers really done their jobs well? The fact of the matter is the Nigerians are not smiling. And from the part of the government and its cabinet, they are doing their best. So it means there is that gap. Likely the ministers are not translating to the people that this is what the government is doing. This is what the government is not doing. But the reality, have it all. The economy is hitting badly. And in a country of 300 or so million people, when the inflation gets to 30-something%, that is serious. That can lead to any kind of disaster. It is a disaster on its own. People are losing their money not just because of their economic activities, but because they save their monies. Because the dollar is getting higher and higher while the naira value is going down.
Okay, talking about the gap that you talked about with all the observations and your opinion that you said, what do you think they should do to cover this gap or to talk about?
Yeah, we need to get the right people on board. Take, for instance, we're talking about fuel hike, petroleum. Who is the Minister of Petroleum? If the President himself is the Minister of Petroleum, he should be in the forefront explaining to Nigerians, why are we buying petroleum at X? And why do we have to buy it at X plus Y?
Sure.
Why will the price keep going up? He needs to explain to Nigerians. Then, in terms of providing a buffer for the common man, it is not about providing these social incentives alone cannot do the job.
Okay.
Because in the first instance, as a country, from the 1950s, when the British colonial masters undertook the census, there was no any government in this country that was able to take Nigerians, the population of Nigerians, none from the First Republic to date. We don't know clearly our population. We only base our own interpolations based on the previous ones that were done by the colonial masters.
Okay. Let me interject here. We are going to use 1 minute so that you're able to analyze these questions and say your last words.
Okay.
How long do you think the public will give the new cabinet to show results before expectations turns to criticism?
I can guarantee you that there is no time.
Okay.
There is no time, specific time, because the ball is already rolling. The new ministers, because just 7 of them are new, 10 were moved from one part to another. Then the creation of some new ministries, which were based on changes that were very serious and key. Like, take for instance the Ministry of Niger Delta to Ministry of Regional Development. It means that brings in the question of inclusivity. Also, the appointment of another party member into the APC government is something very serious and key that Nigerians will have to watch out for.
Okay.
Because it tells about the importance of unity as far as I'm concerned. I have no idea why the president decided to go to that party in particular to pick the legendary Bianca Ojukwu and give her that appointment. I think it is all about moving the nation forward, but let's hope and be optimistic that the results will be good. Okay.
Thank you so much for coming to the studio, Alhaji Tasir Mohammed Kampala. It's so good to have you. And that's how much we can take on Fact Moment. My name is Patient CD. Don't forget to follow us on all our social media platforms. We'll come your way again with another interesting episode. Bye.